Hey there, high achievers! Welcome to Unwind the Grind YouTube channel. Transition from a dead-end job to a purposeful, thriving career. I'm Samya, founder of Unwind the Grind and your career change coach with, is it 14 now? 14 years of leadership, coaching, and marketing expertise globally, helping you navigate all things careers. Find your why, discover your career purpose, brand and sell yourself, craft your story, pitch, resume, cover letter, and LinkedIn. Land the right job. Network online like a pro. Ace job interviews. So buckle up, get back in the driving seat, and make things happen. So if you're applying for a job and confused about whether to write a cover letter or not, don't worry, I got you covered. Spoiler alert, you should definitely write a cover letter. Yes, even when they don't ask for it. I know this isn't music to your ears given how strenuous and draining the job search and application process already is, but I can assure you it makes a difference. Stick around if you want to learn exactly what goes into writing a cover letter that will hold the hiring manager's attention. But first, let's dig into why it's so important to write one in the first place. Most people don't get the point of writing a cover letter when everything the hiring manager needs to know about you is in the CV. Now, while the CV highlights all the critical points about your background and career, it doesn't give the hiring manager a true window to your potential that can only be conveyed through a more personalized medium. And a cover letter does just that. It gives a more personalized, tailored overview of your achievements and tells the hiring manager what exactly you bring to the table. A cover letter gives insight into your career journey, your goals, motivations with reference to the exact organization you are applying for and grabs their attention on how specifically you can add value to the organization, how your goals tie in with the organizational goals and values. On top of giving the hiring manager an extra incentive to call you for that interview, a cover letter also helps you get a competitive edge among the hundreds, if not thousands, of total applicants. Now, there's two reasons for that. The first one is that around 45% of people don't write a cover letter in the first place. So by just putting in a little extra effort, you've already surpassed half of your competition in terms of standing a chance to wow the hiring manager. Secondly, you have to remember that most people applying for a job will have similar credentials and you're just another fish in an ocean full of them. You have to give the hiring manager a reason to distinguish you from the crowd, and a cover letter is an awesome way to do that. A good, intentional, hard-hitting cover letter will take you a long way in the recruitment process. Just having a CV is not quite enough these days. Talking about CV, if you're unsure about how to write one that truly highlights the critical and relevant points for the job you're applying to, check out my video about how to write a standout resume. Link down below. Without further ado, let's dive into what it takes to write a stellar cover letter. As a general rule, always make sure your cover letter is no longer than a page long and 500 words max. You don't want the hiring manager to get tired just looking at it. Here are 7 easy to follow steps that build towards an epic cover letter. Number 1, header. This is your contact info at the very top, includes your name, address, phone number, and email ID. You want to make it easier for them to reach out to you. 2 is the greeting. If you can find the name of the hiring manager, it's always better to start with a personalized greeting. If you don't have a name, Dear Hiring Manager is good to go with. 3rd is introduction. Here's how you're going to start by introducing and mentioning who you are, what job you're applying for, where you heard about it, especially if you've been referred by another employee, and a general overview of why you will excel at this job or why you're excited to even apply. Here's an example. I'm writing to you today to apply for the open position of, then you have your job title. My colleague, name of colleague, told me about the job opening and has offered to provide a letter of reference. I have a bachelor's degree in you mention your field, and X years of experience as during my time, then you mention the name of the last company, I have learned, and then you mention the acquired skills relevant to this role. Lead with why. Next up, you want to get into your personal career story linked to the organizational goals. Here you want to connect your capabilities, experience, values to organizational goals, culture, and show the hiring manager that you don't only have the technical ability, but also the drive and passion to do the job with heart. Here's an example on how to do about it briefly but effectively. I spent my childhood playing video games, spending hours in gaming stores, clubs, at friends' places, hacking the techniques, competing, fighting, snacking on popcorn, and it is this passion that has shaped my career. From running an online gaming club at university to working at XYZ Gaming Zone for the last 3 years as an assistant product development manager, and it is exactly this drive which makes me so excited to apply for this position. Next up, you want to wow them with your headline achievement in line with the skill set they are looking for. So naturally, after inspiring them with your personal career story and passion, you want to now wow them with your signature headline achievement that builds on your skill set. As is the case with the CV, while choosing which achievement to focus on and how to frame it depends on what the company asked for in the job description. So make sure that you're highlighting a relevant achievement that is integral to success in this role. Here are a few examples. I have closed 8 deals with a net cumulative revenue of $50 million throughout my corporate restructuring experience across 5 different industries and 7 different geographies, giving me the depth and breadth of expertise in my field. Another one. For the past year, I've been responsible for increasing sales in the B2C retail division, and since my hiring, net sales have increased by 20%. Then you want to get specific on how you can add value to the organization. This is where you're taking it a step up from the competition. Always try to add ideas on how you will add value to the company in this role. Based on your homework and understanding of the industry, what steps do you think would benefit the company? Just writing, "I'll be a great addition to your company," isn't enough. You have to give them some proof that you're actually dedicated and are willing to put in the time and research. For example, I've been closely following your current social media campaign, which has driven great engagement. I have several ideas on how to take it further across platforms and specific niches that will help build your brand and maximize awareness. Another one. In the last 1 year, I've bumped up our current user engagement by 150% across all social media platforms, and I'm confident I can do the same for your organization. Not just that, I can also earn you a spot on BuzzFeed's front page by creating clickable viral content. Finally, call to action. You want to end with a call to action summarizing your interest and suggesting the next steps for proceeding with the application. Thank the hiring manager for taking the time to review your application and express interest in speaking more about the position, or perhaps scheduling an interview. Video introductions are also quite popular these days, and a lot of employers ask for a 1 to 2 minute video intro. Cover letter structure is a great way to build that video intro. Of course, you will change the style from written to conversational and not say, "Dear hiring manager," but rest of the structure, flow, content, examples remain the same. Add more flair and personality as you speak. That's exactly what they're looking for. And there you have it, everything you need to know about why and how to write a stellar cover letter for your next application. If you want to take your job search up a notch and give yourself the opportunity to land the right job faster, check out the Job Search Toolkit, a self-paced online course with 4 modules and 14 lessons, worksheets, templates, including cover letter templates, and much more. Link in the description box below.